Welcome to Fairbury Speedway, qualifying underway for the PokePrints Big Block Mods Tour Series. See the 81 wrapping up with a 12.686 for file. Placement out there now, just half a tenth off of him. And he spins it around, looks like he is done. 4 more cars left to qualify. Nobody out on track at the moment, so quiet on the track. But welcome to our new series. We got big block modifieds for you out on the dirt. There goes Blake Giglio in the 16. Blake on his first time lap. Laps are about 12 to 13 seconds here. With Mullins also out on track in that number 82. As Blake Giglio goes to the top of the charts in the 16. By almost a tenth of a second. Blake slower on his second and third lap. That'll wrap up his qualifying. Cliff on his last one now. See, he's running much lower. Cliff stays in fourth. Scott Elson out there in the 35 for his qualifying effort as we cross the halfway point in qualifying. Also out on track now, Damon Daigle, his teammate. Elson goes fourth on his first lap. Much rotation here on the 35 will slow him down on that lap. Damon Daigle and a PokePrints car. Welcome them aboard. First time sponsor in the series. PokePrints by in. Check them out on Etsy, I believe. Cool 86 number that he's done up with the Pokemon details in it. Damon will qualify 6 out of 6 cars. Smack it into the infield for good measure. And that will do it. Scott's still out there getting practice. Qualifying is complete. Minute and 20 still to tick off that we have to wait for, but Blake Giglio will be your pole sitter over Ryan File. That'll be your front row. Left front really doesn't touch the ground much, does it? Final 30 seconds ticking off here as we watch Elston get extra practice. $15 seconds to go. And that will wrap up our qualifying here. There will be a heat race coming up here. Giglio and Ryan File will be the front row. Warming up out there. Scott Elson, the only one not on track at the moment. Get everybody out there for this 8-lap little heat race. Blake Giglio, your pole sitter, in the pink and black 16. Ryan File, the blue and black 81, will start in second. Lucas Weissman, the red, white, and blue 97, starts in third. You got the black and orange machine of Scott Elston rolling off in fourth. The red and black for Cliff
I
Mullins
heard that
will start
81
in fifth.
car was looking for that 56 car.
Damon Nagel, the bright yellow machine, he's starting in sixth.
No comment.
Hey Leo, welcome in. Thanks for the sub, my friend. How are you?
Smart move.
I'm still sick. You haven't noticed. Apologies for that. Ugh. Good. Glad you're good. Pace track heads off.
Driven this thing.
8 laps in this little heat race. Green flag is out and already contact right on the drop of the flag. 16 and 81 bang doors right at the start. Here Cliff say he's never driven these things. Hanging on to the 4 spot right now. Blake Giglio ripping it right at the wall around this Fairbury Speedway. I'm sure we'll see the whole field moving up there, as that's where the speed was in qualifying. File's going to attempt to go to the bottom here and slide Giglio. Now Blake's going to have to go to the bottom and give it right back to him. Blake, though, doesn't slide all the way out. Keeps it nice and tidy around the bottom. Trying to take it in earnest instead of throwing the dirty sliders. File bouncing it off the fence on the top side. Giglio's going to be able to clear. Now File's going to throw it back to the bottom. He'll slide it right up in front of Giglio. Blake's ready for it. Cuts it back to the inside. Now Blake going to throw the slider because it took him way too long to do it without throwing a slider. Lucas just sitting there getting a heck of a view. Oh, contact and sends Blake Giglio up and into the wall. And that brings out our first caution.
I hit the brake, I swear.
File getting in the back of Blake Giglio, sending Blake into the wall and up onto the fence as the tires caught the wall and got up on his side a little bit. Go back and take another look. The field catches up, waits for the pace truck. That's not going to be a good view. Let's try this one. Right there, a little bit of contact into the left rear sends Blake Giglio up onto the fence. Wasn't a lot of contact, but it doesn't take much. That's how the 16
wreck I've ever seen.
Went around. Pace truck's heading off. We're getting back to it. Should be 2 to go when we get the green. And File jumps on the loud pedal, drives it off the cushion down the hill, and gets a nice jump over Lucas Hoyce with the new second place guy. Cliff Mullins sitting third in this heat. He's never driven this before, and well, it's up in the top half of the field. White flag in the air on this heat race. Cliff putting the pressure on Lucas. Lucas has it rolling on the top side. Cliff will throw it in there and try to get a little position on Lucas, but it's going to be Ryan File, Lucas Hoytsma, then Cliff Mullins, Blake Giglio.
Oh my god.
Looks like Scott Elston. Yeah, there. Now it changes.
I'm not okay.
Blake Giglio 4th, Scott Elston 5th, Damon Nagel 6th. All right, warm-up time. 5 minutes for them to sneak a little practice in, which kind of was what that heat race was about. 5-minute warm-up. Looks like Blake Giglio's going to jump out there, take advantage of it as the lights have come up. The sun's gone down. Track temp has changed, and that'll change the racetrack. Damon Nagel, Scott Elston also going to get out there, take advantage of a few extra laps now that the sun's gone down. Reading over the rules to see if there's any points in the heat. I didn't see anything specific about it. Let's see. Here we go. Do have points for the heat. 5 points for the winner. 4
I
points
also
for
forgot
second.
to mention that on restarts leader, if we have double file, leaders will get linked. The leader will get linked.
So yes, 5 points to the winner, 4 points second, 3 points third, 2 points fourth, and 1 point to the fifth place driver in the heat. Sixth place did not pick up a point during the heat. Then we run 1 point scales in the main as well. 55 to the winner. It's a little bit different than last season where we had equal points for 2 feature races basically. All right. Who's out there? Blake and Cliff. We're trying to learn a thing or two. A car hopping down there on the bottom. Oh my gosh. Blake in the wall. Inside lane through 3 and 4 is very bumpy. Oh! Final few seconds of warm-up. We're getting ready for the main event here. I don't know about you, but I am ready. Sounds good. Ryan is ready. Ryan fastest in the warm-up. Gotta figure out how Scott Elston is your pole sitter, but here we are. It shows Scott Elston starting on pole, Blake Giglio second, Cliff Mullins third, Lucas Hoisman fourth, Ryan File fifth, and Damon Nagel sixth. I got nothing. I don't know how any of that happened. It appears we're just gonna roll with it.
Gotta pull off. I need to get to the bathroom. Sorry, guys.
What? Man just shit himself.
Lucas has vacated the car and gone to the bathroom.
Top 5 redraw DG on an SNL. Or Tinker.
There's an invert. 4 cars left on track. It's Blake Giglio, Cliff Mullins, and Ryan File go 3 wide for the lead. Lap number 1. Cliff Mullins is going to over-rotate the car. Hangs on to it, but drops all the way to the tail of the field. Scott Elston has vanished. Lucas is on the pit lane. Blake Giglio takes the lead from Ryan File with number 2. Running the bottom here. See how bouncy it is. You have to be very disciplined to run that bottom line, but he is doing it well. Good to see both lanes working here at Fairbury tonight. It's File and Giglio the top two. Meanwhile, Mullins and Nagel battling like hell for third. Mullins running the bottom, hanging on to it for the moment. Back to the front. Giglio wrapping the bottom. File and the blue machine up at the wall. Now Ryan's going to run a middle line. Blake's been able to pull away. Nagel had a bit of a bobble that's allowed Cliff Mullins to solidly take third by 4 seconds. And Elston's returned to the track in the pit lane. Lucas Heusman's still sitting there. Neither one have been out on track yet, so whoever gets out on track will take 5th spot. PokePrints Big Block Mods running here at Fairbury Speedway. Blake Giglio 8 laps in, holds the race lead by 1.5 seconds over Ryan File in the 81. Blake was supposed to be in a different race tonight, but apparently crashed on lap 1 and it opened up his schedule to run these Big Block Mods tonight at Fairbury. And he is out in front by almost 2 seconds. Cliff Mullins hanging there in third, has never run these things. Shout out to him for trying something new. I know he's not a big dirt guy. Appreciate him putting in the effort. Scott and Damon definitely put in a lot of effort to get the series going, so appreciate them. Scott Elson has gotten out on track now, so he is going to take the 5th spot from Lucas. There's Damon Nagel and the yellow PokePrints machine. Scott Elston out there in 5th, made it onto the surface. Back on Blake, he's about to work lap traffic, see if it holds him up at all. Has to keep it nice and tidy around the bottom, doesn't get to go all the way out to the wall, but I don't think that messes up his line too much since he was running bottom anyway. Just cuts his exit down a little bit. Now he should be able to get out to the wall if he wants it. Keeps it below the slick. He'll be able to lap that 86 machine, no problem. Ryan File, the next one, have to get by. File's been running the top side. That's about where Nagel's running. Nagel's about a car length down, but slides it up through the middle. Nagel keeps it to the bottom for him, gives the top to the 81, lets him get by. Nice sportsmanship move there, not to be a pain as the lap machines. We're closing in on halfway of this main event here at Fairbury tonight. PokePrints Big Block Modified Tour. If you want to jump in on this series, jump in our Discord. You can get the link from dgsracing.com. Hop in our Discord, reserve yourself a number, and come race with us. We'd love to have you. Damon and Scott do a really good job running this series. Just need more people to find out about it. That's why we moved it to a new time slot tonight. Try to open it up and see if we can get some interested parties out here in the dirt cars. Blake continues to lead now 2 seconds over Ryan File. Cliff Mullins 9 seconds back. He battles the lap car Scott Elston. They're probably just going to battle it out like they're on the same lap just to have fun. Let's see the leader coming behind him, the pink and black 16. Mullins clears Scott Elston. Damon Nagel's gone a lap down. The 3rd place car is the next one up to go a lap down. Have not had a caution yet. So few cars, it's not likely to have one. Cliff trying to stay on lead lap. Blake would love to get by, keep his lead opening up. Cliff dropping that thing like a short track car. Cut that thing down on exit. Oof. Couple of inches separated those two coming off the corner. Blake gets through. Only 2 cars now on the lead lap. Ryan File and Blake Giglio. File 2.6 seconds back. Handful of laps to go. 13 of them, in fact. Laps go by quick. 12-second lap times. Blake Giglio seems to be on his way. 2-second lead over Ryan File. Files moved down to the lower lane as well. Giving up on the top for now. Nagel's still running the top in the 4 spot. He could catch Cliff, but they're about 7 seconds apart, even though they're on the same lap. And it looks like Lucas is joining the field with 10 laps to go. Lucas will get out here and have a little fun. Glad he was able to at least get on track. Lincoln Trigo, he's a 2.7 second lead over Ryan File. Ryan's got 12 seconds over third place Cliff Mullins, which is just ahead of him, so it's almost a full lap. And he's got 7 seconds on Nagel, which is about a half lap. And they've got 8 laps on Elston and another 20 laps on Lucas. But hey, he's out there making laps. Coming to the line, 5 laps to go from Fairbury. Blake Giglio seems to have this one in the bag. As Ryan File passes third place Cliff Mullins to put him a lap down to the second place machine as well. Cliff bouncing that thing everywhere. It's like a stock car at Rockingham. The way he's going over the bumps. Thanks once again to our new partners, PokePrints, as we watch the 4th place PokePrints car racing around the track here. Just a couple laps left for Blake Giglio to wrap this one up and put the stamp on it. Blake comes around and gets the white flag. 1 lap to go. Right there, white flag waving. Teammate Lucas Hoyce was to the inside, several laps down, but having fun out there. Blake will launch it off that inside to get the rotation. Checker flag in the air. Blake Giglio gets our victory here in the Big Block Mods. His first of the season. Ryan File will bring it home P2. Chase down, give Blake a congratulatory bump. And Cliff Mullins rounds out the podium. He's going in the grass in there. Blake and File parking it up like they do in the dirt. Cliff, go out there and park with the top 2. So you can get them out there. Let's go get our interviews from our top 3 finishers. Blake Giglio, Ryan File. Blake, DG, you got a copy?
How's it going?
Going good. Well, I heard you weren't even supposed to be in this race, but some unfortunate events happened in the race you were in. You ended up here, and well, you picked yourself up your first win in the big blocks.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, feels good. We wrecked literally before lap 1 in the other race that I was doing, and I said, well, get some racing some dirt. So decided to come here, have some fun with it. These cars have a lot of power. I didn't realize that. So, I mean, thought it was fun. I'm excited to get to a track where we can really open them up, though. I didn't go full throttle the whole run, it felt like.
Yeah, especially running that low side. You didn't really get to rip it open very much, but you kept it nice and controlled down there at the inside line, kept the traction under it, and were able to pull out to a nice 2.5 second lead there by the end. It looked like it was a lot of fun. And what do you think of these cars overall? Like, you think it's a good change?
Yeah, I think so. I think the horsepower definitely adds, some difference in time, let's say. I mean, the late models are very, they're different, as in, they're hard to drive, but the times are still really close. You know what I mean? So at least I think these your times are different, so there's a lot more, I don't know. I mean, you know how it goes. It's just
the Denny Hamlin theory. There's There's a lot more driver input.
Right. So I think it makes it, that it's hard to drive, right? It's not like you're sitting here talking the whole time with one hand. So I think it was fun. This track's really hard, so I'm looking forward to, I think, Volusia week. Maybe? I don't know.
And look.
Sounds right. Sounds right. So, but yeah, nice one too. So I'll take that and get out of here.
All right, bud. Hit me with those friends, family sponsorships for your win here tonight at Fairbury.
Yeah, obviously you for broadcasting. The new series sponsor, I believe it's Please hold.
PokePrints.
PokePrints. So shout out to them for coming on and giving us a platform here to race on. So really appreciate them. Shout out to Scott for everything he does. CDC, Wanagoons, OG here. I didn't have time to paint this game. Shout out to Ryan there for a second. So yeah, good race and looking forward to some future races.
And all right, bud. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see you soon. See you tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm going to kick him out of his own channel and bring Ryan File in here. Ryan, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we brought it home P2 here tonight. Couldn't catch that Giglio fella, but pretty good night overall. How bummed were you when you saw him connecting tonight?
Well, I'll be honest. I thought I had a good chance. And then the top kind of got track prepped away, and I'm not a bottom feeder. I'm terrible at it, as evident by my second place finish. So, yeah. I'll take it. I mean, second's a second. I got second last week, I think. If I remember correctly.
And the guy who won last week wasn't here tonight, so that has to be good for your points.
Well.
Yeah,
that'll be a good points deal. Yeah, track was a lot different than I expected, but that's what happens.
Sometimes it'd be like that in racing, but it looked like it was a lot of fun out there anyway, and I hope you enjoyed racing this new car. You got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for your P2 tonight?
Yeah, shout out to you from broadcasting. Now that we have our new sponsor, PokePrints.
Heck yeah.
Giving us the funding to get on a broadcast. Got to get the dirt. It's a dirt spectacle. Unfortunately, we don't have the dessert afterwards with the Xfinity anymore. But dirt will pick up that burden and we'll put on a good show.
Heck yeah. All right, man. Thanks for racing with us. P2 finish for you tonight. Congratulations on that. And last week as well. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, my friend, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Ryan File finishing P2. Track down our third place finisher, Cliff Mullins, in the 82. Cliff, DG, you got a copy? Hi.
Hey.
Surprise.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Oh, shit. Well, we brought it home P3 for never driving these cars. Top half of the field. That has to feel pretty good.
I'm so glad Lucas had to take a shit or whatever it was he had to do, because I was not going to get third.
It happens.
I didn't even know that's why I parked next to the porta potty. I was going to make it look like I had to take one, so I had to.
That's great.
I don't know what he's like. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, man. I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go. But okay.
Yeah.
And then I think for like half a second during the warm up, I looked like I knew what I was doing because I passed Blake, and so I can at least say that for one lap in warm up, I passed Blake like heads up, just drove around him. He was probably texting or something, but I passed him. And then I come out here and I finished the lap down in third. I was trying to explain to Dave, and I was like, I don't know if I wrecked you or not. I was like, it was my bad. It's like lack of talent, lack of preparation. Didn't have the track before I got here. First laps in the car, first laps on the track. I didn't know what I was doing, and somehow snuck away with a third place out of it.
Crazy, right? And you beat Lucas Hoysma by 30 laps.
I know. I mean, that guy's washed. I mean, we'll call him the GOAT. And, I mean, it's almost like he had to take a 20-minute shit and miss the whole race. So.
After, 202 wins, I think, yeah, he's just washed now. Needs to get in the broadcast booth.
Got to get him the Kevin Harvick treatment or something.
There you go. Oh, man. Anyway, congrats on Lucas taking a shit and you getting a podium. And got your friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Yeah, I got to shout out Alicia. I got peaches on the car.
Hell
And
yeah.
Adam made that out of the blue, and I was like, I kind of like that. I'm going to put it on all my cars now. But got to thank her, because without her, this wouldn't have happened, because I wasn't going to make it home in time to register and everything, and I didn't know I didn't have the track, so shout out to her for that. Emily for being my biggest supporter over here and actually screaming at me, "You've got 5 minutes!" when I walked in the door. Jaron, I finally get to see him tomorrow, so shout out to him too. Yay! That's been too long.
I know you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know. Spin Venom, SRL as a whole, everything. I ain't got my car up because I can't see what all's on it. Your
name's right on the door.
Me for being awesome and having barely any talent to finish third, 1 lap down in a 6-car race. I mean, I didn't fit. We're going back to the team not last days. Okay, we're just not last. So
Daniel would like to tell me for you to know to shut the fuck up. You know how he does.
Oh well, I mean Daniel, didn't you wreck somebody under caution in the Gen 4 race? I mean,
damn, Daniel.
Because you was what would you say? Not paying attention?
Texting. He said maybe.
No, maybe. I heard you get called a lot of things after that too. So
damn.
Andrew is not happy with you.
What a surprise. Some things never change. All right. Well, thanks for racing with us tonight, getting that top 3. Hopefully we'll see you back here next week now that it's at a later time for you and get your ass a little better on this dirt.
Yep. Got to do something. I'm going to go back down here and go back to apologizing to Damon for wrecking him.
All right. Have fun. Bye. Cliff Mullins bringing home third tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Thanks once again to our new sponsor, PokePrints, and putting on our Big Block Modified Tour races for us. Appreciate them so much for that. Thanks all of you for watching. Thanks for our racers coming out, our admins that help put these races on, and everyone that works hard to make this stuff still go around despite how toxic some people can be. So thank you guys for sticking with it. We appreciate you so much, and we'll see you guys in the next race. Thank you very much. All right, that wraps up the old YouTubes. Now we're just Twitch stream. That will be up in a new playlist.